All right. Well, we promised you earlier that we're going to bring you a tech corner, and we haven't brought you a tech corner in a little while, and that's just because we've been keeping our powder dry.
That's it.
For this one. This is a great one. This is a fun little segment.
It's our story, and we're sticking to it.
Have coming up right here. Well, our good friends at FOWLER High Precision have something very cool rolling across the country right now. Literally. Their mobile tech center, actually, they've got 3 of them, I think, in the U.S. And if you haven't seen one of these babies, they're pretty cool. One of them was at FOWLER's booth at IMTS last September. You remember we walked through, many of you probably did as well. FOWLER's mobile tech centers are basically tricked out RVs. They're tricked out with high precision measurement equipment on them, and they can roll up to a facility and provide extremely high accuracy measurement of your work pieces pretty much right on the spot. Pretty cool thing. So John Philippides of FOWLER brought their West Coast Mobile Tech Center to us here in Northern California yesterday, and he and Dirk ran through some of the equipment that's on it. So let's take a look right now.
Yeah, Mike, right now we're standing outside of our studio, and we're at the FOWLER Mobile Tech Center, and with me right now is John Philippides. And John, this is basically a van that goes across different territories and shows off your stuff?
Basically, this is the FOWLER Mobile Tech Center. It's designed to go directly to the end user and show off some of our more automated, harder to get around equipment. The RV is the size of it is, so it can fit all of your automated systems, height gauges, bore gauges, just a plethora of different items that the customers get to just kind of have on the bus.
And you got 3 of these, I understand, one for each of your sales regions, is that right?
Yep. So this is the western one. We have one in the central region and also in the eastern region as well.
Okay, well, great. Well, let's go inside and take us a look and show us what you got there. Okay, John, what's the first thing that we're going to take a look here inside your mobile lab?
So this is the Bowers line of bore gauging. It's the premier bore gauging manufacturer in the world. Essentially, we have a couple different ways to measure bore gauging. It goes from a couple thousandths of an inch all the way up to 15 feet, depending on the instrument you're using. The line that we're going to be specifically looking at is the XT3, which ranges from 80 thousandths to 12 inch. The XT3, 80 thousandths to 12 inch, can be used in an analog style, so your XTA analog ratcheting style, your XTD, which is your digital ratcheting style, and then the most popular XTH, which is your digital pistol grip style.
And these are all modular, it looks like.
Absolutely. So the real selling point of Bowers is that you can take off each of these specific heads and replace it with application heads without having to purchase a new pistol grip. So the same pistol grip can be used with dozens of different heads, saving you a lot of time and hassle of buying the other equipment that's required to measure the hold.
And how would you use this in this case?
So this pistol grip and this ring, essentially the ring is calibrated and the pistol grip goes in the setting ring. You set that specific value and then you measure the bore that you're trying to measure.
And the setting ring comes with the head when you get it? It comes as a pair?
It does.
Okay.
Yep. On top of the XT3, what we have is we have a couple other items. We have some smart plugs here. This is for your high production inspection, essentially high tolerance, basically your air gauging kind of accuracy, and extremely repeatable. 2-point spherical anvils in there, designed to give you your roundness and other items that the XT3 might not be able to give you. And then moving up in the line here, you have the Ultima. The Ultima is essentially the XT3, but a little bit more accurate, so it's holding about a 40 millionths accuracy. It requires a display, but basically comes with the same kind of anvil, except it's ceramic instead of carbide.
And what was the accuracy on this one?
This one's 40 millionths. The accuracy of the XT3 is just over a tenth, so still pretty accurate.
Yeah, well, 40 millionths is really accurate.
Really accurate.
Exactly. And also, I think you had one, you were showing me earlier, like a groove, some sort of internal groove, or...
Sure. So this is also part of the XT3 series, the XTH. It's a standard pistol grip, the same pistol grip that I was using previously, except this one has a groove head on it. So if you have a difficult time measuring internal grooves, you essentially go in, you set the ring on the master, and then you measure your specific groove that you're trying to quantify. So there's not really any easy way to do this currently. This would be one of the best ways to do it and one of the easiest and most repeatable ways of doing it.
Okay. Well, as we make our way down the van to, you're going to show us, I think, the Silvac at the end. But why don't you tell us a little bit about what else is in here as we're walking
Sure.
through here.
So this is a the Trimos Lab Concept Premium. It's designed to calibrate and certify all of your hard gauging. So that's your pin gauging, your plugs, your thread plugs, your rings, your thread rings, calipers, micrometers, indicators, essentially anything that you guys have for hard gauging it that needs certification and calibration, this guy can do. You can see how accurate it is. It's dancing just over, just a couple millionths right now in a vibrating bus.
Right.
So.
And then an optical, 3D optical gauge here?
Sure.
Or?
So this is our Beatty system. It's owned by the Bowers Group. So the same company that does the bore gauging also does the vision.
Okay.
They've been making vision systems for the last 30 years, and they're one of the strongest companies in the world that do vision. Comes with a touch probe, really reliable, really easy.
Is this just profile or is this 3D?
Fully 3D.
Fully 3D.
Fully 3D. That part on there, it would excel on that part. Fully automated, really easy.
Okay. Height gauge over here or what?
Yeah, so these are Trimos height gauges. The campus is right next to Silvac. Essentially, these are some of the easiest height gauges, designed for the operator, not for the PhD engineer. So everything's right on the screen. You have, step lengths it can do. It does diameters. It gives you max min points, delta function. Literally everything that you'd be looking for in a height gauge without having to dig through a couple different menus to find it.
And what's this little puppy over here?
So this is the smaller one. This is the Silvac height gauge. It's more automated in the back, so instead of having to wind the gauge, you actually have a paddle shifter in the back. So very similar in accuracy, about 1/10 and a half, about 2/10 throughout the entire range of the gray Silvac here, or the gray Trimos here. This white guy here is holding about 40 millions.
And I see we have a wide variety of Fowler dial indicators here, it looks like.
Absolutely. So these guys, with the exception of these three, are all lifetime warranty products that Fowler offers. Essentially, you have a couple different resolutions. So, your accuracy, depending on the accuracy that's required, you have a couple different selections. IP67 rated, full Bluetooth capability, really robust.
And of course, Fowler makes a wide range of just your standard micrometers, calipers, and so forth, right?
So these are our economy line. We have basically just a plethora of different tools here that we offer in the Toolathon, which is our quarterly deals. We sell a little bit of everything, but for the stuff that you don't necessarily want to pay, Swiss quality for, and you just need it for kind of a weekend warrior kind of deal, you can purchase some of these guys as well. All still really good quality.
And finally, what do we got down here? The Silvac Scan 52.
So the Silvac Scan 52 is a fully automated inspection unit for all of your turn parts. Basically, you spend time writing the program initially, and then once the program's written, you just hit the play button. Another feature of the gauge is the fully autonomous reverse engineering that exists on the gauge. So if I just click this white button, what it does is it goes through a full scan of that part. And what that's doing is a green LED is shooting up between the bottom, casting a shadow, and then that shadow is being digitized down to a micron accuracy on the screen. So then it takes what it sees, graphs it on the screen, and then reverse engineers the step diameters, step lengths, step radii, and step angles that it sees.
So it could be used for reverse engineering or inspection, I'm assuming, right?
First article, final inspection of all of your turn parts.
Okay.
It also has the capability to spin a full 360 degrees on the fixture and pick up all of your geometric tolerances. So that's your roundness, runout, concentricity, cylindricity, basically everything.
Now, do you send the mobile lab here, do you send that out to particular companies, or can they request it to come out, or how does that work?
They can request it, or if we're talking to a company about something specific and we say, hey, we have that on our mobile tech center, we'll literally bring the mobile tech center that same week, if it's in the area, to their business.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep calling mobile lab, mobile tech center. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So if somebody wants you to come out and you're in the area, you could come out, or you could tell them we're going to be at such an expo or something like that.
Yep, absolutely. We'll give them a time frame, and then we'll organize a meetup with them. Okay. Send them pre-arrival packages, and it's really a great experience. So.
Okay. Perfect. Well, John Philippides of Fowler, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.